Did you get these answers? For the circumference is 6 pi feet. The area of the base, which is a circle, pi r square, and radius is 3, so it's 9 pi square feet. And the height is 5 feet. Then the lateral area is a circumference, which is 6 pi feet, times the height, which is 5 feet. And that'll give you 30 pi square feet. What is that approximately when you put that? What did you get? 3 what? 150? Okay, so it's not that? 94.2. Thank you. So it's approximately 94.2, and this is square feet. So there you have the two answers, exact in terms of pi and approximately. And what about for the surface area? Did you get 48 pi square feet? Yes, by adding those two. And then approximately, what did you get for that? 0.8. Okay, 150.8, and this is square feet. So there you have the two answers, approximately and the exact in terms of pi. And for the volume is the area of the base, which is 9 pi square feet, times the height, which is 5. Did you get 45 pi cubic feet? Yes. Pi, yes. Approximately how much is that? 1,000? 141.4, and this is cubic feet. Great, and then you have the two answers. Any questions on finding a lateral area, surface area, volume of those prisms or cylinders? No? Okay, great. So now we're going to move on to the next page. Side. Okay, so on the back side it says find the surface area. It says you can find the surface area of a composite three-dimensional figure like the one shown on the right. Okay, so it says find the surface area of each composite figure. Be sure to subtract the hidden surfaces of each part of the composite solid and then round to the nearest tenth. So what we have here, we have a small figure, which is this one. Let me just pick it up a little bit. So this one, you have the perimeter, you have the area of the base, and you have the height, right, for that small one. What's the perimeter of that small prism? Is 2 times 3, which is 6, that's right, and then 2 times 2, that is 4, and together that is 10, you're right. So it's 10 centimeters. So the perimeter is the length around that base. Great. What about the base, the area of the base? What is 3 centimeters times 2 centimeters? 6 square centimeters. And the height, and that would be the height, which is 2 centimeters, right? So then I need to know the surface area of that small prism. So let me start with that one, which is going to be surface area. It's the lateral area plus the two bases. And the lateral area formula is perimeter times height, and then we just add the two bases. So what's the perimeter? That is 10 centimeters, and the height is 2 centimeters, and then we add the two bases, which is 6 square centimeters. So let's put that in the calculator. So the surface area, 20 plus, let's see, the 2, okay, let me just, this square is not this, is square centimeters is inside. So what did you get for that? It's 20 plus 12, isn't it? 32, so it's 32 square centimeters. So that is the small prism. Now what if I want to get the surface area of the large prism, which is the one on the bottom? Well, for the bottom one, I need the perimeter, which is 2 times the length, and this is the length, which is 5 centimeters, plus 2 times the width, and that would be 2 centimeters. So when you add them up, 10 plus 4 is 14. So the perimeter of the large prism is 14. What about the area of the base? How do I get that? Five times 2, that's right, is base times height, so it's 5 times 2, and the area of the base is 10 square centimeters. And what's the height of that prism? That would be 2, which is that piece. So it's 2 centimeters. Now we're ready to get the surface area. So surface area, it's lateral area plus the 2 bases, and the lateral area is perimeter times height plus the 2 bases. So when I substitute it into the formula, the perimeter is 14. The height is 2, and then twice the base, and the area of the base was 10. So when I combine all of that, the surface area is what? It's 28 plus 20 is 48. Yeah, so it's 48. This is the square centimeters. Okay, so now, if you look at the top over here, the formula says, get the surface area of the small figure, add it to the surface area of the large prism, and then subtract the 2 hidden surfaces. See, notice that here we have 2 areas. The base of the small one, but also that is covering that same area on top of this one, of the large one. So that's basically subtracting the area, this area twice. So when I substitute those numbers, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say, okay, well, the surface of the small one, if I substitute my numbers, surface of the small prism is 32, plus the surface of the large one, which is 48, minus the hidden surfaces, which is 2 of these bases here. So it's 2 times the area of the base, and this was the base, which is 6 square centimeters. So we add 32 plus 48 is 80, minus 2 times 6 is 12. So 80 minus 12, that would be 68. And this is a square centimeters. And that would be the surface area of that composite figure. Okay. Any questions about that problem? Number 5. Okay with that? Okay. So we're going to skip number 6 just because of the time, that we have. Let's move on to changing dimensions, which is number 7 and number 8. I want you to take a look at the example that is given. See, here they're saying the dimensions of a prism are multiplied by a third. Describe the effects of the volume. Well, we already mentioned surface area. When it's surface area and you change all the dimensions, what you get is a factor and then you square it, and that's what is going to happen. Well, with the volume, if we're getting the 1/3, what is 1/3 of 6? That is 2. What is the 1/3 of 3? That's 1. And 1/3 of 12? That's 4. So that's what they have here. 4 times 1 times 2, that gives you an 8. So to find out what happens is, as you recall, the formula was you draw the changed volume over the original volume, which is the changed volume is 8 over the original, that was 216. And if you put that in the calculator, go ahead and put that in the calculator. As you put that in the calculator, you put math fraction form, what did you get? 1 over 27, that's right. Well, that is the same thing as getting 1/3, if you look at this here, 1/3, and then you cube it, okay? So that's what you gotta do. For the volume, in this case, is multiplied by 2. So volume would be multiply by 2 to the what power? Third power. And what is 2 to the third power? Is 8. Okay, and the same thing for this here. What's going to happen to the volume? It will be multiplied by 1/2 to the what power? This is volume? Third. And 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/8. Okay, do you remember the surface area? What do you do when you get surface area? 2 to the what power? Square, or 4. And over here, the same thing. Would be multiplied by 1/2 to the second power, or what is 1/2 times 1/2? 1/4, and that's it, okay? So for surface area, square the number. For volume, cube the number, and that's going to be the change. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. The second paper is the homework, so work on that second paper, please. Have a great one.